Hello, everybody. 同学们好。
很好。
This is Young Family Taiji traditional form. We are in section 1, and the new move is going to be Parry, block, and punch. First, we're going to have a little warm up, a little standing, a little review, and we'll work on some questions from the prior sections. Okay? So first, let's do a little bit of warm up. Okay, we're going to go from your head to your feet. And starting with your head, think of nodding. So forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. And then looking side to side. Look one side, then the other. One side, the other. One side, the other. One side, the other. Now loosening up your shoulders. So let's go forward, up, back, and down. 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 And then we're going to reverse. Back, up, forward, down. Back, up, forward, down. Back, up, forward, down. Back, up, forward, down. Now we're going to work on our waist. We're going to do the 2 exercises that we usually do, and then I'm going to add 2 more, okay? So the first one, put your hands forward. This is going to be your guide. You're just going to bend your knees a little so that your hips are stabilized, and you're just moving your upper body. So one side, the other side. One side, the other side. Your hands stay in the same position relative to your torso. And now we're going to try the other thing, which is your torso moves independently from your arms. So just let your arms hang loose and your torso moves, but still keep your hips still. Try to still keep your hips still. Now we're going to do 2 more waist exercises that I'm not sure we've done here before. So these are what we call horizontal waist movements, right? The other horizontal waist movement is if you have your hands out, think about moving your shoulders independent from your hips. So I'm going one side, the other side, but my hips don't move, okay? So this encourages a different kind of flexibility. So one side, the other side. So you're keeping your arms parallel to the ground. Your hips are not moving, but the top is moving. Okay? Now we're going to do a vertical waist movement. And the reason I'm doing this is because we're going to work on hamstring salute. So the way a vertical waist movement works is that you're going to move this way. It's not side to side. So if you look at me from the front, I'm not moving side to side, but it's like I'm moving my spine forward and back. So this is like a vertical waist movement. Okay, so I think you see that from the side. So it's here. Can you see? I'm moving my waist, but it's not side to side. And this is the movement for handstrom salute.
Oh.
Okay, so whereas you have for raise hands, when you did raise hands, you're moving this way. When you're doing handstrom salute, you're essentially moving up and down. So it's this way. So it's this way. Can you see? Your spine
Yeah.
is moving in a different dimension than the other one. Okay? So just to exercise that section. Okay? And then let's do our legs or our feet. So 1 foot to the corner, and we're going to do ball touch, heel touch, ball touch, heel touch, ball touch, heel touch, ball touch, heel touch. And then the other side, ball touch, heel touch, ball touch, heel touch, ball touch, heel touch, ball touch, heel touch. And now we're going to do other side, big toe, little toe. So big toe, little toe, big toe, little toe. Think of opening up your hips. So big toe, little toe, big toe, little toe, big toe, little toe. Other side, big toe, little toe, big toe, little toe, big toe, little toe, big toe, little toe. And then I'd like you to do knee circles. So 1 foot, 45 degrees, and think about making circles with your knees. Hold on to something if you don't feel stable. So part of it is also learning to stand stably on one leg, which is an important thing. Because if you want to have good balance, you definitely have to be able to stand on one leg, right? And people stand on one leg all the time. They just don't think about it. For example, whenever you walk, you stand on one leg. Think about how you walk. When you're walking, you put your foot down, and there is a moment your foot down, right? You're transferring your weight. You're standing on one leg. It's just that usually you do it so quickly you don't think about it. Okay? Now let's do just 2 minutes of standing. Okay? I want you to get your body reference. So feet shoulders width apart, parallel, head up, and think about stretching out your spine and pulling down your tailbone. Making a circle with your arms. You have a fist width apart. And think about making your feet totally on the ground. Okay? So we're going to start. Head up, tailbone down. Energy coming from the floor, through your legs, up your spine, and out your fingers. Think of making your fingertips tingle. Relax your shoulders. Your elbows should be below your shoulders. One of the reasons I had you do the shoulder exercises is I want you to relax your shoulders. Very often people have a tendency to tense up their shoulders. So relax everything. Head up and everything from the neck down is just hanging. Okay. Think about stretching out your spine, making sure that the weight is totally even on your feet. You're neither on your heel nor on your toes or on either side. Okay? We have only 30 seconds to go. But I want you to think about making sure that you can breathe freely and that your structure is erect. Okay, time is up. Put your hands down. Okay. I'd like to do the practice of what we've done thus far. But first, I'm going to address Laura's question, which has to do with heel touch and ball touch. Okay, so I think that you can figure out that heel touch feels stronger than ball touch. It feels like you're more into the ground when you're doing a heel touch. And you do heel touches whenever you have split energy. So when you have raised hands, I'm going to do it toward you. Okay. So when you have raised hands, let's say I'm going from single whip. I come out, I'm pushing off my right ball. I root my right heel. And when I come together, I put that 30% into my heel. Now, when I'm doing this, my shoulders are square to the front, right? But when I am making the final move and closing, my shoulders are facing the corner. So it's a waist turn to the corner. Can you see that? Waist turn to the corner. So square, waist turn to the corner. When I described Handstrom's dilute having the final position just like raise hands, I meant that you're on the other foot, okay? So the other foot is forward. And what happened was that you were coming from left brush knee and you yield, you pull in the back foot, and then as you push off the front foot, one up and one down, root, and then you have the final up down movement. When you do that, your shoulders are toward the corner. So it's actually toward the same corner. So If I'm doing it the direction you're doing it, I'm at single whip. I come back. This is raise hands.
Mhm.
Close. Shoulders to that corner. But when I do hamstrung salute, I'm coming from left brush knee.
Mhm.
So I'm yielding forward, pulling my right foot in, pushing off the front foot. And as I root and come down, my shoulders are to the same corner, right? It's just that I'm facing a different direction, but it ends up, my shoulders are to the same corner. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's do a quick run through from the beginning. And then if anybody thinks of other questions, we'll work on those questions before we go to the next move. Okay? So feet shoulders width apart. Head up. Tailbone down. Hands by your side. Prepare. Opening. Rotate your arms so your palms face back. Raise up to shoulder level and then press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift left, turn right. All the weight is on the right. Step and close, shift weight and separate. Ward off right, shift right, turn the left toe to the corner, pull left, ward off down right, pull in the right foot, step and close, shift weight and separate. Roll back. Reach to the corner as you rotate your arms. Turn your waist as your weight shifts back. Press. Pull in the right, attach the left, expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulders. Flatten your hands. Come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest. Push up to shoulder level. Single whip. Shift back. Flatten your hands. Turn and pull all the way around. Press down. Ward off left. Hook hand right. Standing ward off step. Deflect. Strike. Raise hands and step forward. Shift back. Left foot turns to the corner. Push off the right ball. Circle your arms. Root the right heel and close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands. Pull down. All the weight goes to the back. Circle your arms. Step and close. Turn. Step and open. Left brush knee. Turn your hands. Swing, step, brush, strike. Hamstring salute. Yield forward. Pull in the back foot. Start. Push off the front foot as you circle. Root your left heel and close. Left brush knee. Turn the right palm out. Swing, step, brush, strike. Right brush knee. Left hand comes up part way as you release the left foot. Turn the left foot, hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Left brush knee. Shift back. Right hand comes up part way. Turn the right foot to this corner as the hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Hands strum salute. Yield forward. Back foot comes in. Push off the ball of the front foot as you circle back. Root the left heel and close. Left brush knee. Right hand palm up. Swing, step, brush, strike. How is that?
I need a review of the right brush knee.
Okay.
Ditto.
Okay, I'm going to do it once in the direction you would be doing it, and then once facing you, because I think you see the hands better if I'm facing you. Okay, so from left brush knee, we're here. What you're going to do first is you're going to shift your weight back in order to release the weight off the front foot. As you release the weight off the front foot, the left hand comes up part way. Mm-hmm. Then the left foot can turn on its heel to the corner, and the hands come to the center to roll back position. You remember when you did roll back, you had one hand up, and this hand was toward the middle of the right forearm? Mm-hmm. Then you're going to do your swing step. So swing, step, brush, strike. So when you do your swing, you have the big swing and the little swing at the same time, right? So I'm going to do it toward you. So if I'm at the end of left brush knee, I look like this. I have 60% of my weight in the front foot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move my weight back a little bit. So as I do that, I'm going to put up my left hand. Then I'm going to turn my left foot to the corner. As I turn the left foot to the corner, my hands come to roll back position in the center of my body. Then I'm going to swing step. What does that mean? I'm going to start the swing as I shift my weight toward the front foot. Swing. And as I end my swing, I step. Then I'm going to brush and strike.
I need help with the arms.
Okay, so what happens is that from left brush knee, and maybe this way will help you. From left brush knee, what happens is that I'm going to shift my weight back. So this comes up. Then as I turn my left toe out to the side, my hands come to the center. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, here. This way, shift back, turn foot, hands come to the center. That's at the same time. Then when I swing my hands, left hand down, right hand up. Brush, strike. So in terms of just the hands, what's going to happen is you work here, then when you start to shift weight, the hand comes up part way. Then as you turn your foot, hands come to the center. Then you're going to swing step. And when you swing, you're going to do one up, one down. And then brush, strike. So that's the coordination. So once your body starts moving toward the front foot, you are starting to swing. Then when you get to the end of your swing, you step. Then as you start brushing and pulling the other hand to the shoulder, you're flattening your foot. And then you're bending knee when you strike. So I'll do it toward you. So if I'm at the end of left brush knee, weight shifts back, hand comes up. Foot turns, hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Is that better? It looks better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from, let's pretend we're at white crane. We're going to do a left brush knee. You're going to turn your hands. You're going to come up, brush, strike. Then we're going to do a right brush knee. Left hand up, weight shifts back. Left toe turns, hands come to the center. Shift weight, swing, step, brush, strike. One of the things that's hard to remember is you're thinking so much of the big swing that you forget the little swing.
Yes.
So you're going here. Once you come up and hands come to the center, this palm is facing that way, so it's ready to go down. So it's ready to do this.
Cool.
And then this hand is facing the middle of the right forearm. So it's ready to swing. So the purpose of getting these hands here is so that the palms are in the correct position for the swing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's just like when you were at White Crane, you turned your hands and then you did a swing. Well, you're doing the same thing for the right brush knee, except you're doing it from left brush knee, okay, because you were here. Then you're shifting weight to free the front foot. Turn. Yes. You want to do a few left, rights?
Yes.
Okay. So let's start at White Crane here. You're in an empty touch, empty stance, left foot forward. The first thing you're going to do is turn your hands. Then left brush knee, swing, step, brush, strike. Right brush knee, shift weight back, hand comes up. Turn foot, front foot, hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Left brush knee, shift back, right hand comes up. Right toe turns to the corner, hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Right brush knee. Shift back, hand comes up. Turn toe, hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Left brush knee, shift weight back, hand comes up. Turn toe, hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Did that help? Hopefully. Okay. So let's do it once with the hamstrings looped in the middle. Okay, because that's the way it shows up in the form. So if you're at White Crane, you're going to turn your hands, left brush knee, swing, step, brush, strike, hamstrums salute, yield forward, pull in the back foot, push off the ball of the front foot, circle, root your heel, set. Left brush knee, turn right hand, palm up, swing, step, brush, strike. Right brush knee, shift back, hand comes up, turn toe, hands come to the center, swing, step, brush, strike. Left brush knee, shift back, right hand comes up, turn the toe to the corner, hands come to the center, swing, step, brush, strike. Hamstring salute. Yield forward. Back foot comes in. Push off the ball of the front foot. Circle. Root heel and set. Left brush knee. Turn right palm up. Swing. Step. Brush. Strike. How's that? Yes? Well, the next move is kind of like right brush knee in the setup. Okay, I'm going to show it to you first in the direction you would be doing it, and then we'll break it down. Okay, so if you're at the end of left brush knee, this next move is called Parry block and punch, and it looks like
Hey, you stopped. You froze. Hey, Rita, can you hear me?
Nope.
Rita. Hello, Rita.
We lost her.
Yeah, I thought she was doing it on purpose, right? I see Laura.
I'm
Hi,
moving.
Laura.
I lost my
Yeah.
video. Okay.
Everything, Rita.
Rita, I thought you were incredible. You were standing still in that pose for like a really long time until I realized it.
Sorry about that. Okay, let's see if I can show up again.
We see you now.
Okay. Am I spotlighted? Probably not. Okay. Okay. Let's give this another try here. All right. So the footwork on this is you're in a bow stance, left foot forward. You're going to turn your foot. It's just like you were going to start doing a right brush knee. But instead, you're going to come through and you're going to step one line, two sides. So there's very little space between your two heels. This is a transition step. You're going to put all your weight in the front foot and then step out to a bow stance. So this is a move that has two steps in it. Okay, so from the side, it looks like this. Turn, one line, two sides, bow stance. So here, bow stance, turn, come through, one line, two sides, all the weight is on the right, make a bow stance, and that's it. The other thing about this move is it's called Parry block and punch. But as Nancy says, it's actually Parry block and punch. So what you're going to have here is you're going to have kind of a figure eight feeling in your body when you're making this move. What do I mean by that? Think about making an infinity sign, okay? Now you've had this feeling before when you did Grasp a Bird's Tail, because when you were here and you came to roll back, you had the circular feeling. So you want to have this feeling, okay? Now, the way the hands move that's a little different from the right ward off is that, I mean, from right brush knee, is when you were in left brush knee and you came up, hands come to the center. When you did right brush knee, this hand came up when this hand went down, right? In this case, what's going to happen is this hand, instead of doing this, is going to come down also. It's going to come down and make a fist. And as you come through, you're going to step and close, but your step is going to be toward the corner and one line, two sides. Then as you come forward, as all the weight comes to the forward, to the front foot, you're going to parry. And the left hand comes behind this parry so that when you step, you're going to block and punch. So this is relatively complicated relative to the other ones.
Oh, good, just what I need. Let's just make it hard. No, I'll look at it.
So in terms of how your arms work, oh, first of all, were there any questions on the footwork? Okay, think about bow stance, turn, then one line, two sides, all the weight on the front foot, and then another bow stance. So when we are trying to go forward with more than one step, we use the one line, two side stepping in order to avoid getting too wide. So if you did only bow stances, so if you were here and you did a bow stance and then you did another bow stance, you end up being pretty wide, you see? So to avoid that, you have this one line, two side intermediate stepping. Okay, so you were at a bow stance, you turn. Then you come through and do one line, two side. This becomes the root standing foot, and this goes forward for a bow stance. Okay? So the way the hands work, if I do it in the direction that you would be doing it, is I come up, hands come to the center, and then I make a fist with this hand. I come down, step. So when my hand comes down, okay, let's see if I can do this closer. So I'm here. I'm making a fist as I come down. And then when I'm back here, can you see my fist face is facing the back? So I'm pulling down and then I'm turning my fist so it faces the back. And the reason I do that is my next move is a parry. So from here, I am parrying. So it's as if someone were punching toward me, and this is my contact point. So I have this across my body to prevent them from hitting me. So this is a protective move. Okay. Then, meanwhile, this hand is you came down, you swing step, so you're one line, two side, and as this one's parrying, this hand is coming up from behind. Then, so you have swing, step, then weight starts coming forward. Parry. When you reach parry, all your weight is in the front foot. Then you're going to step and block. Then you're going to shift weight and punch. And the reason you have this hand here is depending on how the other person defends, you're going to use this hand to brush him off. If his fist comes, you're going to brush off and then punch. So that's why you have this hand here. Okay. So I'm going to do it one more time facing you. Okay. I'm at left brush knee. I come up. Hands come to the center. I'm going to make my fist part as I come down. I'm shifting my weight. Swing, step. I'm one line, two sides. Parry. Block. Punch. Okay. One more time. Left brush knee. I'll do it this way. Left brush knee. Shift back, hand comes up. Turn foot, hands come to the middle. Pull down. Swing, step, one line, two sides. Parry. Block. Punch. Questions? let's do it a few more times. Okay?
Yeah.
So, left brush knee. Shift back, hand comes up. Hand comes to the center. Toe goes to the corner. Pull down. Swing. Step, one line, two sides. Parry. All the weight is on the front. Block. Punch.
Gotta do it again.
Okay. Is this direction okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so left brush knee. Shift back. Left hand comes up. Left toe turns, hands come to the center. Pull down. Make your fist. Swing, step. Parry. Block. Punch.
Okay.
So your block, the way you should imagine it is, it's as if I were blocking somebody's right shoulder. And what that does is, if somebody is blocking your right shoulder, you cannot punch forward, right? So that's keeping them from punching forward. That's the purpose of that block. So you're blocking so that you can punch, right? So once again, you're at left brush knee. You shift weight back, hand comes up. Toe turns, hand comes to the center. Pull down, make your fist, swing, step, parry, block, punch. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. Looks good, and I see how it could be useful.
Okay, so it just takes practice, right?
Yeah.
It's like everything else. It just
Yep.
takes practice. So let's do it a couple more times. And then we'll do the whole thing from the beginning. Any questions?
Where your fist position? Is
Okay.
it thumb on top or are your
Oh,
knuckles?
your fist is always like this. And the reason, and your thumb always is across the front.
Okay.
And the reason is you want this to be flat. This is your hitting face. Okay. So in order to make sure that this is flat, your thumb has to be across your fingers.
But you hit with your thumb up, not your fist straight.
You
right?
are hitting this way. This
Okay.
is your striking face.
Okay.
You're hitting like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Like
And
a
your
block.
thumb is across. It's not here because you don't want your thumb to be in the way of your striking face. You want the striking face to be the only part that contacts your opponent. Okay. So it looks like this, and this is behind these fingers, right? So don't break your thumb while you're trying to punch somebody, okay?
Rita,
Yes,
at the end of parry, where's your two hands facing?
so at the end, so I'm here, Parry. Parry is here. So this fist is facing that way, okay? It's across your body, and this is behind your parry. Your parry is hiding your block. So after you parry, you block, right? So this is behind the parry. And then when this comes here, you're blocking. So this comes to your upper hip, to your hip crease. Okay. And then you're punching from down here. So let's see if you can see it better from this side. Okay. So if I'm here, parry, block. When I'm blocking, this comes down to here. Okay. Block, punch. Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. So you're here, center, pull down, swing step, one line, two sides, parry, block, punch. This side would look like this. Up, center, pull down, swing, step, parry, block, punch. Okay. So the choice is, do you want to do it from like White Crane, or would you rather do it from the beginning? We don't have that much.
I vote White Crane.
Yeah, because we don't really have that much time. Okay. Okay, so from White Crane, you are at empty stance, ball touch, left foot forward. Okay. Left brush knee. Turn your hands. Swing, step, brush, strike. Handstrom salute. Yield forward. Pull in the back foot. Push off the ball of the front foot. One up and down. Keep basically root and set. Left brush knee. Turn the right palm up. Swing, step, brush, strike. Right brush knee. Shift back. Turn your foot. Hand comes to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Left brush knee. Shift back. Hand comes up. Turn foot. Hands come to the center. Swing, step, brush, strike. Handstrom salute. Yield forward. Pull in the back foot. Push off the front foot. Hands come up and down. Root heel and set. Left brush knee. Right palm turns up. Swing, step, brush, strike. Parry, block, and punch. Left hand comes up. Left toe turns, hands come to the center. Come down, make your fist. Swing, step, one line, two sides. Parry, block, strike. How's that? Other than needing practice, do you have questions?
No, I can't wait for the class to come on Monday. Too bad we can't get it sooner.
Okay. Christy, Lorraine, questions?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming to class. And 同学们再见.
老师再见。
Thank
See
you.
you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.